Y'all, I am becoming convinced that this book gets better every single day. Welcome back to our series, you guys. I'm continuing in My Utmost for His Highest. We are on February 4th. Won't do a super long intro because, once again, it is cold in the basement. I've got to work out, so we'll go ahead and read it. I'm going to read pretty much the entire thing tonight because it is so captivating, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I did. February 4th. The compelling majesty of His power. The love of Christ compels us. 2 Corinthians 5:14. Paul said that he was overpowered, subdued, and held as in a vice by the love of Christ. Very few of us really know what it means to be held in the grip of the love of God. We tend so often to be controlled simply by our own experience. The one thing that gripped and held Paul to the exclusion of everything else was the love of God. The love of Christ compels us. When you hear that coming from the life of a man or woman, it is unmistakable. You will know that the Spirit of God is completely unhindered in that person's life. I love that. When we are born again by the Spirit of God, our testimony is based solely on what God has done for us, and rightly so. But that will change and be removed forever once you receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, Acts 1:8. Only then will you begin to realize what Jesus meant when he went on to say, "You shall be witnesses to me." Not witnesses to what Jesus can do, that is basic and understood, but witnesses to me. We will accept everything that happens as if it were happening to him, whether we receive praise or blame, persecution or reward. No one is able to take this stand for Jesus Christ who is not totally compelled by the majesty of his power. It is the only thing that matters, and yet it is strange that it's the last thing we as Christian workers realize. Paul said that he was gripped by the love of God, and that is why he acted as he did. There was only one thing he lived for: to persuade people of the coming judgment of God and to tell them of the love of Christ. This total surrender to the love of Christ is the only thing that will bear fruit in your life, and it will always leave the mark of God's holiness and his power, never drawing attention to your personal holiness. I love this devotional, you all. Man, what an absolute just inspiration this was to me tonight. I just, oh, I feel so empowered in the spirit after reading that. I think that as we grow deeper in our maturity and in our love for Christ and in his love for us, we become so totally captivated and captured by him. As Oswald worded it, as gripped in a vice. I love that. There is something so compelling about the love of Jesus Christ. There's nothing else like it in the world. I haven't, I've been very blessed that I've been saved since I was a young man. So I haven't really experienced a lot of what the world has to offer, but I have experienced some things, and everything that I've ever experienced from the world, none of it comes close to that feeling of communion and love from Christ himself. There's nothing like it. It's incomparable to anything on this earth. And I'm so thankful that we get to experience that love and for what he did for us on the cross. We'll never be able to thank him enough. We'll never be able to do enough to repay him. But that's the entire point. He just loves us. And all he wants from us is to love him back. And through loving him back, we live holy lives and we try our best not to sin. And we do the things that he wants us to do. That's the true fruit of loving him and drawing closer to him and becoming more like him, which is the ultimate goal. And if we can be more like Christ, what a blessing that is. There's nothing more powerful, nothing more better in this world than becoming more like Jesus. And if we get to share in his sufferings, if we get to share in what just a taste, we'll never experience the extent of what he went through on the cross and his life before the cross. But when we do experience these small moments of persecution, what a privilege and an honor it is to experience that. I'm so thankful that we are given this gift of salvation, and on top of that, this gift of his love. There's nothing like it, you all, and it's something that I wish every person watching this video and every person in the world could experience, because it is incomparable to anything else that the world could ever offer us. So I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you all. I appreciate all of your support and encouragement. I read every comment, and each and every one means the world to me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your support. And I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video, good Lord's willing, if it's not too cold for me to come down and work out tomorrow night. But I'm going to try and push through it. Love you guys. See you soon.